Hello everyone. I have been meaning to make a video reviewing these two workbooks that I bought last year. They are the 2021 Goal Getter workbooks by Leonie Dawson. I purchased both on they were on sale during Black Friday last year, I believe. And so I got the Life and the Business workbook. And um, I had not heard of Leonie Dawson before purchasing them, but then when she popped up somehow on social media, I did look up her workbooks, and some people commented that they had used her workbooks, and back then I was really into just reviewing different, not reviewing, but experiencing and trying out different workbooks. So I decided to get them, and not just one, but two of them. Also, I really like how colorful they are, so I'm kind of be flipping through them and telling you about my experience with them. So I love how colorful they are. I actually ended up not using them as much as I thought I would. I think it's because I also use Susanna Conway's Unravel Your Year, which is a free workbook that she gives out at the end of the year, and I've used it 2 years now, and I really like it. So I didn't feel like I got as much out of the Leonie Dawson workbooks as I would have. So I'm not going to be purchasing the 2022 versions, but I think that it's totally fine to reuse them. So look at the different prompts and use them for 2022 is what I'm planning to do. The paper is really nice. It's really thick paper. And like I said, I just really love how colorful they are. I feel like I got more use out of the Life one than I did out of the Business one, because and I'll talk about the Business one when I get there. So there's a lot of blank pages that I can still use, and I think that I'm just looking at how nice and colorful they are, which is one of the reasons why I purchased them. So thinking back to why I didn't use them as much, I think that perhaps I didn't have them handy all the time. So one suggestion for myself would be to put them somewhere where I can easily like check in with them more often. I did fill out some things, so I'm looking forward to reading some of those things and seeing what has changed, what hasn't changed. She has recommendations for different books you can read. There's a page for health goals, checking in with how your body feels. Yeah, so I was really happy with the look of them. And like I said, I was sad that I didn't use them as much as I would have liked. So another reason why I perhaps didn't use them that much is because then I made my own journal and workbook that I used each month. So there was no need for me to check in with the Leonie Dawson workbooks that I purchased. But I'm not throwing them away. I'm not getting rid of them. I am planning to use some of these prompts in my journal perhaps, so that I don't write on them. Like I saw the money, like some money planning that I would like to look into and do. They have a lot of pages, and it's a pretty hefty workbook. And then there's these pages where you can do like a monthly summary. Pages for doing oracle readings. Yeah, so these are just definitely very fun, and they have great paper, and just super fun to flip through. So then I purchased the business one, because I thought for sure 2021 was going to be the year when I launched my business. And it didn't happen like that. Also, this one is better for an established business because there were a lot of pages here that I really couldn't use about like expenses and revenue, which I don't really have. So I guess I was guilty of, you know, how at the end of the year you start thinking of what you want to do differently next year. And so some people will tell you to start acting like that person, and you'll live into that person. So perhaps that's what I was thinking when I purchased these, getting myself into that business owner mentality. So after I got them and I flipped through them, I realized that one, I really didn't need to get both of them because they're pretty similar. And some of the things from the life workbook are in the business workbook. And similarly, the life workbook has some financial things in there. So you don't really need to get both. I think if you do have a business, I recommend getting the business one. If you don't have a business, then but you have like a little side hustle that you want to turn into a business, I would say just get the life workbook first. Let me see if I can get to some of those pages. There was more like hardcore financial planning, and I felt kind of overwhelmed and gave up on it. Let's see. Sorry. Hope I don't make you dizzy with all this flipping through. I can't find the pages, but there were some pages where you had to be more like clear with your, maybe this one, production, staffing, technology and software systems. I haven't looked at these ones since I wrote in them, so I'm excited to see where my mind was at and if anything has changed. So see, for example, this page I couldn't really fill it out because I didn't I think I did have like a little bit of income. My expenses were probably a lot more than the income, so there was no profit. Yeah, but the intention was that I was going to use it to guide me in just having a more structured business. But then life happened and I started focusing on other things. But I still really like how colorful they are. And I like just like the playfulness, the playful feeling of them. And if you have not seen Leonie Dawson workbooks before, hopefully this flip through gave you an idea. I do think they are worth the investment if you're going to use them. So since I didn't use them last year so much, I'm going to try to use them again for 2022, and I'll just keep these instead of purchasing the new ones. I haven't seen the 2022 advertisement. I don't think they changed too much year to year. And I know that they used to have a different name rather than Goal Getter before, and this is a new name that she chose, which from what I remember in the reviews, some people didn't really like the Goal Getter mentality of the workbooks, but they are definitely really pretty and nice to look at. And they have a lot of different cool prompts for you to use to help you review your year as well as plan for the next year. But like with anything, they are only useful if you actually use them. So I hope to use them in the next year, and I will update you on how I'm getting along with them after that happens. So thank you for tuning in to hear my little review of the Goal Getter workbooks.